Hey, happy Easter, y'all! It's time for comics and beer. Yay! So, I don't have any new books, but I still got a hell of a lot of slabs to show. So, I thought today I would show some of my favorite sketch cover slabs. But before we get into that, let's get into our beer. Now, the beer this week is called Fisticuffs from Sideswipe Brewing. They're a local brewery out here in Columbus. Now, I've had this before on Comics and Beer, maybe a year ago, but it has been that long. So, well, why the hell not? Let's do it again. I particularly love the can art for this. And I'm a big fan of combat sports, so when this came out, I was all over it, y'all. As it says right there, it's an India Pale Ale, 7% ABV, and the description here is it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it, y'all. Like a welterweight with a knockout punch, this IPA is nimble and balanced. A harmonious blend of citrus and piney hops is countered by flavorful malt to give this rich orange peel colored beer a finish that's hoppy yet refreshing. If you were going to bet the farm, put your wager down on this brawler. Okay, so that's Fisticuffs. This is a fairly nondescript brewery. They're in a warehouse district, but they do have a pretty cool pinball arcade that they run. And I actually got a Sideswipe Brewing pint glass here. I don't know if you can see. The guy's a formal martial arts practitioner, and he's got a guy throwing a kick in there. It's pretty cool. So, it smells good. Tastes good too. I've said before, a couple of episodes before, I'm getting a little sick of IPAs, but this is kind of how I remember it. You definitely taste the bitterness as well as the citrus tones they mention in the description. If I'd had this a couple of months ago when I just started IPA drinking season, this definitely would get 5 bottle caps. But as it is, it's getting 4 bottle caps out of 6, not 5, 4. Yay! Okay, so I said we were going to talk about sketch covers, and I want to clear up what some might consider a discrepancy here. So when I say a sketch cover, I mean this. I'm talking about the pencils. You want to see the pencils. This is a Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Harley's Little Black Book variant. A lot of times you'll see, I consider these like ink variants, but a lot of people don't even bother to discern between the two, and they'll call that a sketch variant, but I don't. That is an uncolored inked cover, I think, whereas the stuff that really gets me going and that I collect are these the variants where you can actually see the pencil marks. And I'm a big fan of sketch variants. As someone who draws themselves, I really like to see acclaimed artists their pencil strokes. I think the energy from comic book art is it's most active in the pencil stage. The more you add on, a little less energy is is displayed once you add inks and once you add colors. Of course, there's exceptions to that, but I really dig the pencil sketch facsimile variants. Yes, I do. So, having said that, let's show some slabs, right? Okay. Nothing terribly special about this one. It's just a cool Thor cover. Yay. Now, this is a book I love a lot. Justice League 12. God, when was this released? 2012. I remember when this book was released, going to 3 local comic shops and buying the variants. I think they was going for around $60, and then getting on eBay and selling them for like $80. And wow, after eBay fees and shipping, I probably made a whopping $15. But of course, I kept one for myself. And this is Jim Lee, and check out the derriere on Wonder Woman there. But this is a great cover. And, I mean, a lot of these Jim Lee covers are just badass. Badass, y'all. Here's another one I've had for a while. Also 2012. This is a Mark Silvestri Incredible Hulk #2. I remember when this came out, he did a variant for 1 and 2 sketch variants. I had both of them. I actually sold the first one. I like this better. Just very cool. A lot of energy with Hulk trying to get out of that shark's mouth. And Mark Silvestri's pencils they're badass. Now here we're getting into some books I really love. These are, also from 2012. Planet of the Apes, Catalysm. These are Alex Ross sketch variants, obviously. That's what we're looking at. But man, as beautiful as Alex Ross's finished covers, the oil paintings, his pencil work is just so cool. It's just, and I just love these, and I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan too. So this is #1. So of course, I got #2. Got some fierce glare going on. Try to get rid of it. Yeah. So. And #3. Again, it just. I mean, I could stare at these for hours. Just the kinetic line energy of these drawings. It's just. And then we have an Eric Powell, Hillbilly. I am a big fan of Eric Powell's work. Funny story, I went to the Goon 20th anniversary party at the Cannery Ballroom a couple of years ago in Nashville, and I had the opportunity to talk to Eric, and we were just having a typical two dudes in a bar conversation when all of a sudden I said, "Man, I think your work is so detailed yet accessible." And I felt like such a dumbass fanboy. that I ran off shortly after he thanked me for that compliment. I've told that story before, but it's worth repeating. But that was a hell of a night, the Goon 20th anniversary party. So, and yeah, I love this book. And then last but not least, I have another Jim Lee Wonder Woman cover, although this is Justice League number 4. I remember I bought this on eBay and I got it, and you never know with shipping on eBay sometimes. But this was, I was like, yeah, 9.8 candidate for sure. And sure enough, it came back in 9.8, and I was pleased. Yes. So, and you know, I have. Speaking of that Hulk book, I do have a bunch of other. This is another Alex Ross sketch cover for Immortal Hulk, and I have however many of these that he released. Has there been half a dozen? I don't know, but I don't know. I guess I wanted to keep these to slabs or something, and I'm not getting quite as much stuff slabbed as I used to. But these Alex Ross Immortal Hulk sketch variants, well, they're badass too. So there's the one. And that's all I got for this week. That's all I got. Happy Easter. I hope everyone's doing well. And if you dug what you saw, well, let me know what you think. And like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah? Cheers, y'all.